Now here is your video.
Welcome back, bros, to another video review. Today, hot off the Amazon truck, I am going to give you the next Transformer video review for Age of the Primes aerial bot Fireflight, and he is a deluxe figure. As for the contents, this is what we get inside. We get Fireflight, and he comes with two accessories, his two guns, I guess you could say, and standard to all Transformer figures, the instruction manual. So right off the bat, I am zoomed in so we could take a closer look at the details on this figure. Now, looking at Fireflight, here is mainly molded out of that red and also white plastic, and then he has some black molded plastic. Pretty much it's the same as what we got with Slingshot, or Quick Slinger if you were collecting during the Combiner Wars series. Anyway, they're the same mold, just that the cone of the jet is going to be a little bit longer, and you'll see that later on in the comparison segment. But anyway, just looking at it right here, we have some painted bits on the head. We have the silver painted. You got the eyes. You got the hands painted right here. Well, the forearms and the hands, because this is molded in red plastic, as you can see. So that, and then you got some little blue right here, painted right here on the chest and stomach region of the figure. And then that is all the details we get in his robot mode. Other than that, the rest of the details come in when it comes to his alt mode. So real quick, let me go ahead and run it down just in case. The articulation is exactly the same. He can bend a full elbow bend right there. It rotates at the bicep. It goes all the way up due to transformation. The head, as you can see, can rotate left and right. He does have a waist swivel, as you just see. The leg does go all the way up this high. It goes back that low, out this far. It also bends 90 degrees. It has a thigh swivel. And then as you see right here, you have an ankle rocker right here. Toe right here, articulation. If you want to say heel, that's up to you. So yes, he has all the articulation that we want in a deluxe figure. So this is a great time to be a Transformer G1 collector, because we are getting more of these G1 figures. So yes, okay, the head can't really look up. It can look down, but it can't really look up. So that kind of sucks. But other than that, that's my only gripe. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the other combiners, with the Combaticons starting to trickle out next year. So right off the bat, I had to come out here starting with some fire. These are the release combiners right now. Yes, I know Silverbolt is another combiner released this year, but I have him configured in the Superion mode, so I'm waiting to show that off later on in the video review. So looking at these 5 figures here before you, they're pretty much all the same size except for the Studio Series Scavenger. And the reason why Scavenger is a little bit taller, because he forms Devastator, which is made out of 6. So I could see the height difference on that one. But pretty much the Aerobots and the Combaticon is all the same size. So it definitely looks good. I like what they have given us. I mean, it is all in unison. So I'm definitely looking forward to Bruticus when he comes. I'm looking forward to forming the Mighty Devastator and the Mighty Superion. Now, only if Perfect Effect could give us an upgrade kit, just what they did for Minosaur, and do it for the Aerobots to give them thigh extensions, that would be perfect in my opinion. I'm not really a big fan if they change the antennas. It's not a big deal to me, but that would be cool if they did that. If they give us a new head, that's fine too. Not really worried, but anyway. But just looking at these as a whole, I'm just excited because Hasbro is really hitting home runs and making G1 great again. And I said I wasn't going to do it, but let's go ahead and knock it out. Transformation, guys, take out these very tight pegged in weapons. And I think the reason why it's tight is because they painted the inside. So yes, it's extremely tight. Go ahead and fold the arms up, get them out the way. Into that arm position, lock them in, fold them up out the way, all the way up. Do the same thing for this side as I'm doing. Get them flush, move them out the way, rotate the head. Make sure that's normally up, but it's fine being down for these purposes. Fold out the wings if you haven't already done that. Fold the feet flat, fold the feet flat. And now go ahead and let's assemble the back of the plane. You can fold this up. So, and now let's go ahead and start to condense the legs. They accordion down just like that. So as you see, this is what you're left with. Give it a nice push inside, lock the feet back up. And now we can start to work on the head of the plane. Fold that out, push these up, the shoulder bits, and then they lock right there. There's a peg, push in. Same thing on this side, and you're pretty much done with Fireflight. Lock it in right here in the shoulders. There we go. Fold out any landing gear if necessary. Put the guns however you feel like on your figure. In this case, you only really get this spot unless you want to put it on the feet area, which will make it lean forward. So I'm trying to keep everything flush so that we can take a look at it when we get to comparisons and for scale. So here we have Firefight transform into its alt mode. So here we have Fireflight, and I must say it is a sleek, subtle difference from what we got with the slingshot figure beforehand. We all know it's a transformer. I feel like on my copy, it just wants to split. So I need to go ahead and split it eventually and see if I can get it back to feel more flush and secured. Like, I don't know, it's just not staying. It's got that little gappage right there. So I'm not really liking that. Overall, I think the plane works great. I like the way it turned out. Basically, it's the same as what I stated earlier, what we got for Slingshot. This right here, now this is the only thing that I think that sucks on this toy. This is straight red molded plastic. Why couldn't they give us this candy colored plastic right here on this? I mean, I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, it's two different reds. That's my biggest gripe. Like, I don't understand. It didn't bother me so much being the heel of the plane, but they could at least gave it that candy red coated painting right here. Like, I don't think that's too much. That's not too much. And then for the tail, they didn't give us that candy red either. This is like a magenta red, so I don't even know if that's supposed to be like that. But, you know, I'm just finding ways to nitpick. You know, with the price of deluxe is now going up to $27 unofficially, you got to paint this. There's no reason why this is not painted, y'all. So anyway, for what it is, it looks good. It definitely represents a jet. I do wish we had better landing gear, which we don't have. So yes, let's go ahead and bring out some more aerial bots for comparison so you can see what I'm talking about. Hasbro, you fooled me. You really did. You did a good job. Okay, I got to give you some kudos back. I was trying to take some away, but I got to give it back to you. Here we have Air Raid, as you can see, completely different jet. Doesn't sit like the other two. So he's cool. He's part of the group. I'm going to just slide him out the way. So I want to focus our attention to these two right here. These two jets are the same transformation process, but they're actually different in the molding, which is pretty darn cool. Hasbro, you actually had me fooled. And now, you know, you got to get your flowers for making this plane much different from what we already got. Thank you for that, by the way. So basically, the biggest difference you're going to see is the wings right here. The wings are higher, the wings are lower. You're going to see basically the nose cone being longer than that one. And then you're going to look and you're going to see like this. This has that more like, I guess you could say like butterfly appearance. You know, you got a wing there, wing there, wing there, wing there. While this one has this big rectangular piece right here versus this big, I guess, crest looking piece, I guess you could say. But yes, there's subtle differences that make these two molds different and unique to the character. So I'm really digging what Hasbro did for that. Other than that, they're pretty much the same. And I thought it was pretty cool, so I had to mention it for you guys. And lastly, let's go ahead and get Fireflight into his limb mode so that the next video review, after we do Skydive, we can go ahead and do the review on Superion. So definitely fold up the landing gear if you didn't already do so. Go ahead and give him a tight little squeeze onto this arm. I just fold this down to get it out the way. You can move these out the way. And then what you want to do is give it a nice little pull. As you already are aware, these little pegs tuck into there. So you may have to give it a little bit of a, there we go, a little push. And then I just fold the wings down over top of it. It looks like they lock in pretty darn good. And then for the shoulder, do the same thing. You're basically unlocking that piece right there, folding it up and down. And now we are ready to put this on Superion. So that's that, guys. So let's go ahead and bring this video review to a close. So in conclusion, guys, I want to keep this brief. This is a terrific figure. I was thoroughly fooled by Hasbro thinking this was an exact remold of Slingshot. That wasn't the case. There are subtle differences to this molding, but the transformation exactly the same. So that's pretty cool, which we all knew they were going to redo anyway because it's the other limb of Superion. So now that I have 4 out of 5, the last one we'll review is going to be Skydive. Now that review will be coming out shortly after this. Please hype this video up, guys. I ultimately end up getting this figure for $24.99, and it came through Amazon. So the link will be posted down below in the description. As always, guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support, and not only that, positive feedback as a YouTube content creator. Thank you once again for spending your time watching this video. Until next time, I'll see you soon.